Hi there and happy Woof Wednesdays. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about kind of a sad subject, and that is when your pet has cancer. And I am going to be reading an article from a great website called Vet Street, and this has been posted on Facebook a couple of times, but in case you didn't see this, if you are not part of a lot of the animal organizations, I'm going to be reading it to you. But there's a do's and don'ts. So a lot of beauty magazines and other magazines that give you their do's and don'ts list for fashion and all that stuff. Well, this is a do's and don'ts list of what you do to be a supportive friend for when a friend of yours has a pet that has cancer. And I'm going to list the do's first and foremost. First, you want to be there and mean it. And that's not just like if they need phone calls from you. They need help administering medications, because sometimes it may need someone holding them down and the other person giving them the medication. It could mean that they just need a shoulder to cry on. But if you're going to be there, really be there for them. Take time to listen. And this could be, they're not just looking for advice. And a lot of times when people vent about their day, or they have something to get off their mind, a lot of people respond with advice, and people are not just necessarily always looking for advice. So just be there for your friend for listening purposes, because they just might need to get thoughts off their head about what's going on with their beloved pet, and you should just be there as a listening ear. And if they ask you for advice, then you give it, but I wouldn't give it right away for you. Go to Google, like do searches. The Dog Pilot also, I love Dog Pilot as a search engine. But see what you can be expecting to your friend to go through, what their pet is going to go through. Look for different types of behavioral changes, things that you might be able to do homeopathic wise also. But do your research on it, see what else can be out there for you. And speaking of the last one, speak up when the time is right. And only offer your opinion when it's needed, because otherwise you might come across as very hurtful. Even if you might not intend to be, it will come across as being hurtful. Just live in the moment with your friend. Do not think about, well, you know, in a month or in a couple of weeks from now. Don't let them think that. Think about the time right now, currently with them. And then sunflowers, or make a tribute. So when that animal dies, that you can make a tribute to her favorite charity, or if it's a specific rescue. I had people contact me after Ozar died, and they made donations to Dalmatian Rescue in her name, or any type of other animal organization. That could be something too. Cancer organizations, anything that could be something for your friend. Those are some great do's to do. And then don't pretend that nothing is wrong. Don't act like nothing happened or has happened or is happening with your friend's best friend there. Don't bring up age issues. A lot of people would say, oh, you know, she's this age, she's lived a good life. Well, it's never enough time with your pet. Like 15 years is never enough. 10 years is never enough. 20 years is never enough, because you have such a connection with them and you love them so much. So don't bring up the age issue whatsoever. Not ask about how much things are costing, because when it comes to your best friend or their beloved pet, cost isn't an issue for them, and they're going to do whatever they possibly can in order to take care of them and make them better. And that better might not necessarily mean spending exorbitant amounts of money to cure them. It could be spending that much money in order for them to be comfortable, or to get them to a place where they can be comfortable at least. Avoid topics of euthanasia, of putting them down. Your friend has already thought about this. They're already going through that thoughts. Don't bring it up to them. They've already done their research. They've already talked to their vet about it, and the vet's already talked to them about it. So as a friend, that's not something you want to talk about. And then don't suggest about getting another pet right away. I mean, first of all, it's an unkind topic to bring up in front of the pet that's passing. And then secondly, your friend's not necessarily ready for that. And you need to let them grieve on their own time. And after their pet passes, I mean, they might be able to get another pet right away, or they might feel like they have to get another pet right away, and that's their own form of grieving, but do not suggest it unless they are going to be doing it right away. And those are my do's and don'ts, and Vet Street is a great resource for you to be able to get that information and get those details of different questions that you might ask. I would definitely use that as a resource in the future, along with talking to your vet about these things. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful Woof Wednesday, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.